Hey Blake, Coach Kilcrease here. First off, just want to thank you for coming out to camp. I know I had a really good time working with you. Hope you was able to learn some things from us. This is going to be a video analysis. So the first thing I do when I'm looking at a swing, okay, before we get started, I want to make sure we have a good base, a good foundation. Okay, make sure our feet are squared up to the plate. Make sure we got a good bend in our knees. Okay, our hands are in a good position here. The next thing that we like to look at is we want to make sure we have a good load, okay? And there's a few things when we load that are key. Okay, the first of that is being when we take our stride step here with this front foot, okay, we want to make sure we're just picking it up and putting it down, okay? We don't want any of our weight to transfer forward, so we want to build everything up back here in our back leg. That way we're able to fire our hips to that ball and hit that ball with a lot of power, okay? The next thing is when we load, okay, we'll make sure our hands move back in this direction and make sure that barrel doesn't wrap around our head. Okay, when the barrel gets behind our head, it could cause problems down the road with our swing. Okay, so if that's happening, we want to go ahead and cut that out now. I'm going to draw this line here, okay, and this is just to see, so you can see how your weight transfers as you load, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and play your load forward. So take your stride step. Okay. Now I want you to notice one thing right here, okay? I pointed out the bat getting around your head, okay? So right here the barrel's behind our head and our elbow is almost completely locked out here. Alright? So what that's going to cause is that we're going to have to swing up at the ball in this motion here. Okay? It's going to be the only way we can get that barrel through the zone is by swinging up towards the ball. Alright? And we always want to swing down towards that ball. Okay? So with our barrel here, I'm going to get you into your firing position. Okay, and what happens is this front shoulder goes up, this back shoulder has to go down. Alright, so what I mentioned earlier about the way you're going to attack the ball, okay, so there's two paths that we take to the ball. Okay, this is going to be step A, B, and C. Okay, to get from A to C as quick as possible, the way we do that is we don't go anywhere near B, okay? We want to keep our hands above the ball at all times. And we want to hit down and through that ball, okay? So in order to do that, we have to make sure when we start that barrel doesn't get behind our head, because that causes that back shoulder to dip, and now we have to swing up towards that ball. Okay? So I'm going to play you through. Okay, and if you notice that barrel's starting to come down here, and then it's going to start to come back up here. Okay? And what happens is, you see the angle that the ball left the tee. Okay, you can kind of see the shadow here of where the ball is going and how the barrel's going up. Okay, what happens there is that swing comes up at the ball in this motion, and unless our timing is perfect, we either hit the bottom of the ball and pop it up, the top of the ball, and hit it straight down, or if our timing's perfect, we hit it in the middle and line it off somewhere. Okay, so what we want to do is we want that swing to be flat when it gets to this zone. Okay, so we're hitting down and through it, and then we flatten out here, and we push through the ball like that. Okay, now we got some good things going on right here. Okay, we got a good stiff front side. We got right palm up, left palm down. Eyes are looking at the target here. Okay, and we've got a little bit of an L here forming in our backside. Now, I want to see that to be a little more defined, okay? We want that, drive that knee down a little bit more. We got a good rotation here on our back foot. But if we want to hit for power, which all of us do, in order to do that, we have to make that L more defined, okay? We got to be driving through our backside as we attack that ball, okay? So just stay in your legs more when you go to swing, okay? We got a good stiff front side. Now let's counter that with a good L in our backside. Okay, and then as we follow through, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to push through the zone. Okay, so our hands need to be a little further out here before we start to rotate over with that top hand. Okay? Okay, Blake, it's Coach Kilcrease again. Like I said earlier, thanks so much for coming out to camp. Had a really good time working with you. I look forward to seeing you again at camp soon, and thanks so much.